Yeah, it's definitely the longest flight to Europe I've ever taken. It's like 15 hours from JFK to Rome is not ideal. Yeah, so I think we were on the plane for about 9 hours when the initial announcement came off, and we were, from what I understand, we were about right in the middle between where Rome is and Delhi is. So like the amount of time that the flight took didn't really change once we were diverted. So we were about 9 hours into the flight. The captain came on and said that there was a diversion due to a security issue, and that we would be diverting to Rome. There was no other clarification or details given at that time. Even to this point, there hasn't been any further details. We just kind of gather our own information based off the news we've read online ourselves and things like that. There was a sharp turn at the point of the diversion, and he said, "You may have noticed that we've just taken a sharp turn. The reason is there's a security concern, and so we've diverted to Rome." And then that was the announcement. Me and Isaac here were trying to come up with all kinds of theories on what could possibly make us divert all the way to Rome, because there were so many other potential airports that would have made sense if it was some normal emergencies, such as like we basically flew over Istanbul. All the Middle Eastern countries were a lot closer, such Qatar, UAE. So there would have been a lot of other options that would have made sense in most diversion cases that we're aware of, right? There were a lot of people trying to connect to Wi-Fi after the announcement, just trying to figure things out. Most people couldn't connect to Wi-Fi. There were a couple here and there that were finally able to connect to Wi-Fi, and that's how but that was probably like 2 hours after the announcement that we found out that there was something uh, related to a bomb threat on the plane. And so that's when we started realizing that this may have been a bit more serious than we were initially hoping.
Everything was surprisingly calm. Like in your mind, trying to play out scenarios like that, you think people were in a panic, but it wasn't the case at all. Everyone just sat. I don't really think, even after the 2 hour point, I don't think the majority of people knew what was going on or had an idea about the bomb threat. So for the most part, it was just a normal flight all the way until touchdown. Obviously, there's been some videos of some fighter jets escorting the plane. So people that saw those and recorded those um, obviously knew something was up.
And once everybody was in the buses, then they finally took us to the terminal off the tarmac. And then once we got into the terminal, everybody had to go through security, which took quite a while. Like I would think we were probably in there waiting in line for about an hour to go through security, where they checked all of our bags, checked all of us on our person, and then we've just been waiting for bags ever since. From what I understand, they have to screen all the bags as well, the check bags. So yeah, it's been quite a lengthy process. We landed, I think, a little bit before 6 p.m. Rome time. It's now 8:20. So yeah, we've been here for quite a while.